Push the button, I say. Push it. Push the button.
Push it real.
Push it real good. Hold on, I pull.
Salt and pepper's the shit.
Oh, I pushed the button. Ah, there they are. I see them.
Oh, snap.
Snap, snap, snap.
Hey.
Hey. Hey.
Hey.
Hey, it's for horses.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, horses eat hay. I think, right?
Yeah.
Straw is for beds and hay is for eating. I believe that's the difference between straw
Straws
and
for
hay.
beds and hay's for eating.
Hay foot, straw foot?
Hay fever?
No. Okay, so first off, good morning.
Good morning.
To be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair. To be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair. It is Monday morning.
Monday. Oh
my God, what a morning. What a good morning. It's been
yeah.
How was your weekend? I mean, I had a good weekend. Do you have a good weekend?
I had a pretty good weekend too. Yeah.
Nice. So Friday you went out.
Yeah, Friday I went out. Saw some people I ain't seen
friends.
in a
Right.
minute. Yeah. It was nice. And then Saturday I didn't really do much.
What did we do Saturday?
I think I just chilled.
Oh, it's.
I think that was our chill day.
I was a bum Saturday evening and very irritable.
Oh yeah,
with
that
the world.
too.
Yeah. That's Saturday. Like the weird thing is Saturday for me was almost like perfect up until it was weird. That was what kind of threw me because I'd had a really good meditative.
Yeah, that's
I did a bunch
that's
of
a struggle. That word in general.
Well, but it was realizing like moments of zen. I sat and just lost in playing with the cat for. And I mean, I think that's really cool meditations. Like it wasn't a planned. It was the string on the bottom of my pants. And I don't know, lost myself in that. Went to lay down at one point, but didn't feel like I should go to sleep, so I just practiced my breathing and meditated on the sounds of children above me.
I remember going to sleep. I think I went to sleep at some point, and then I was probably doing something related to something. I don't know.
Something related to something.
I don't know.
And I was probably.
I actually don't.
Related
I
to
actually
something.
don't know how Saturday was. Sunday, however, was pretty productive. It was pretty. I posted some things.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah.
I stayed up pretty late, but I was able to fix my sleep schedule. Still, I had to overshoot to correct it,
right.
so that I could really get it back to where it was.
Get it back to where you needed.
Yeah, back to where I needed it to be at.
So a little tired, but it's Monday, and that's okay. Not too tired.
I'm actually not even tired. The funny part is, like, I really gotten over that. Like, I think the first hour I was kind of, all right, let's get up. And then I took a shower, and I was like, ooh, I kind of feel energized now, you know?
Yeah, proudly stating we didn't have any naps. Who knows? You might get meds in the morning with Matt and Ross soon.
Yeah.
586B. Welcome to the farm. PHARM. We're trying to decide on a name for the. Right? You know how they always come up with those wacky morning show names? Like, the this and the that. We call ours the farm, but it's spelled with a PH. Because it's when we take our meds.
That's funny as heck.
Live at the farm.
Yep.
I can't even see my comments.
Can't see the
I don't
comments.
even know how to see comments on this thing.
That's fine. I have no clue what to talk about. That's why we titled it Clueless, because I don't really.
I actually.
You do? Okay, good, because I had no idea. I was clueless.
I was clueless.
Yep.
Guess what? We're all clueless.
This is true.
The hardest part, I think, there's a realization as you get older, and I mean, you've come into this. Everybody's just trying to figure it out.
Right.
But we're all like fronting this. No, man, I've got it together.
Yeah.
You don't understand. I have the answers.
Yeah.
And we're all trying to, like, even the people that are like, clueless is the best place to be. You can learn the most when you realize you're clueless.
Right.
When you think you know everything, what is there to learn?
Right.
But when you're clueless, man, the world is your oyster.
I definitely think I spend a lot of my time being clueless.
Embrace the clueless.
It's pretty fun, man.
Embrace the
It's
clueless
pretty fun.
because you're young and dumb.
Yep. Yep. Definitely.
So okay, I'm just teasing you a little bit. There's a rocker anthem song called "Young and Dumb" by a young artist in the room
That's
with
funny.
me. That is just, oh my god, it's like a.
We were talking about the idea of making a show.
We were.
Yeah.
I'm telling
Called
you,
Young and Dumb.
called Young and Dumb.
Where I just play around with my friends or by myself, just with you here.
Absolutely.
Like just making music, just listening to music and just hanging out, I guess. You know?
Yeah. That I think the world needs more Ross. Dum dum dum. Well, I think so. What I wrote up as part of the description was, I think what happens, especially even with us, even though we're in a non-traditional work environment, whatever that means.
To put it simply.
Yeah, a non-traditional work environment.
To use a couple words to describe.
But also, everybody's kind of in that situation, Carlin. There's a lot of that going on.
Yeah.
A lot of, man, the pandemic really does come up every show.
It finds a way.
It gets away. Yeah, it infects the show. No. Who knew there was a spike protein that worked on podcasts?
That's funny.
That we all get kind of on Friday. You're like all excited. It's Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And so some of the stuff you're going, I can do this on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
The worst part is, and then you have a good time all weekend, and you're like, I know I'm supposed to do something. Wasn't there a list?
I was supposed to do a thing.
I was supposed to do a thing.
But I got distracted.
And we've kind of, okay, we've embraced this. I honestly, so the old rule used to be you didn't want a car made on Monday or Friday.
Why is that?
People hate being there on Monday. People are already gone on Friday, even though they're still there. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, people are actually paying attention to their job.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not saying that's 100%, but that's this thing that used to be the said thing. Whether there's probably no scientific basis. I don't freaking know. But the idea being,
saying,
so we do Mondays and Fridays a certain way.
Yeah, it's just spitballing, talking.
Real.
Yeah, just conversation, I guess. I don't know.
Well, in the end, as somebody that has worked in offices, half of Monday is spent with everybody standing at the copier telling each other stories about their weekend. Monday is as bad as Friday for blow-off days. Yeah. It really is. Yeah. And the funniest is, then you'll have managers that are really into telling their stories, and everything is fine as long as it's their stories that are being told. But if other people are telling stories, I mean, they're just wasting company time.
Right.
And you're just like, I'm what? Huh?
No, it's kind of like teachers, because they'll go off in their own little tangents. And then, like, as soon as a student is telling a story, he's like, okay, we got to get back to the point of the... Like, no, you just wanted to tell your story, man. Like, come on. Come on, man. It's okay. Let him tell his story. Let's just talk. I think, no, seriously, I really think there should be more of just talking, just conversation. There should be one class at every school where you can just talk and just converse. I get that that's kind of lunch.
I think...
or recess, but, like, still.
I think... education should be more conversational.
Yeah.
Not in, so like, even when you're learning, it's better if the more invested the students are, the more it feels like something they're working on with the teacher.
Yeah.
I think the more likely they are to learn.
Yeah. I definitely, like, I had a better time in school when I was like paying attention to the class and the teacher.
Oh, okay.
Like when I could have that side conversation in between actually paying attention to the content of what the teacher was trying to teach us, you know? Like when I had a little bit of both, I had a good time.
Well, okay, so I had a fifth grade teacher who was the most incredible teacher, Mrs. Park, who, okay, so she was tough as nails, but everything was more interactive. So we had a notebook for every subject, and we did reports in our notebooks, and our notebooks grew, and our notebooks were, you know what I mean? Like drawing giant pictures of each planet. And it was very, you felt, even with the non-traditional, like STEM classes, it was connected.
Okay.
instead of feeling, I think sometimes the way we teach feels very disconnected.
Mhm.
We It's that we want to compartmentalize everything, and
Mhm.
so it becomes click click click, these are the pieces, as opposed to, ooh, look at the really amazing way it all actually weaves together.
Sometimes I wonder how much of times when I didn't really like school was about I didn't like this teacher, and how much of it was I didn't like the way that it was taught. Because there was sometimes that like the actual curriculum that the teacher had planned was
Mm-hmm.
just amazing. And like
Oh,
I
absolutely.
was just so invested and it was so much fun. And then other times like it didn't matter what curriculum this person came up with. I don't like this person as a person.
Gotcha. Yeah, that
Like
I
there was
think.
some times when that happened. And I wonder, like I always wonder how much was responsible for what, you know? Like what improvements could be made on, to some extent, how much kids learn is whether or not they like the teacher.
Well, hey, first off, shout straight out to great teachers. I have been
Mhm.
very fortunate, and then I went to a private Catholic school. I'm not Catholic,
Mm.
but I went to a private Catholic school, and oh my God, the teachers were incredible.
I've only had one teacher I could maybe call incompetent, and she wasn't really. I just didn't like her, and yeah, yeah. I don't know that I've had some really really good teachers as well. Um, so I know it's not all them. You know. Um,
Oh shoot, I apologize.
what?
I'm talking to my mother,
Oh,
and
okay,
that's, hey mom.
okay.
You know what? I do remember that.
That's
She
funny.
was bringing up one of the things was we are talking about Mondays and Fridays,
Uh
and
huh.
at the GM plant, you could only work one if you wanted. One of the jobs was just be a sub on Monday and Friday, because those are the days everybody calls off.
That's the job right there.
No, 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 no.
That's the
It means the
spot.
least qualified people are there on Mondays and
Oh
Fridays
yeah,
making the
yeah, yeah, yeah,
cars.
yeah. Good point. Good point. Good point.
I love my dad. May he rest in peace. I don't know if I want a car he built.
I'm only saying.
He's an incredible engineer, architect, all those
I'm
kinds of
only
things,
saying.
but
That's the spot right there because you don't have to be that good at.
you don't have to be that
You don't
good.
have to be that
You're
good
you're
at
looking
making
for a
cars.
Monday Friday job. Is that what you're
Yeah,
trying to?
definitely. I'm looking for a Monday Friday job. I can do 2 days a week, and that's it. That's is done. I don't got to do nothing else.
That's what it is. You just go
I don't.
back.
Sometimes even a part-time job seems like too much to me. There should be like a way to like work for a couple hours a week or
Work for a
something like
couple
that.
hours.
Like there should
I
be an easier
I
way.
think we're dude. Shh, shh. There's enough competition out there already. Shh. We're working on that.
That's funny.
God, you know it's funny because okay, so our Monday.
Hmm.
So we sit here and we kind of think about social media.
Yeah.
Some days that means more than others. Some days I'm doing something real. Some days I'm just being social. That's work
Some
for
days,
me.
yeah, yeah. Some days it's like, okay, you told yourself you were gonna get up and do this, so you're gonna do it, bro. There's nothing else to do.
Well, and it's part of us kind of getting ready is that you're kind of looking through this. It's getting your head sort of percolating. You were looking at
Right,
linking musics to videos
right.
and
I'm.
that
I
kind of
was looking at a
stuff,
bunch
and
of stuff. Yeah.
that it looks like we work an hour a day, Monday through Friday. I'm telling you, it's at least an hour and a half.
That's
No.
funny. No, like I think I could get a lot. I'm I'm improving, but I definitely think that there's more optimization to be done when it comes to my workflow.
Well, I think okay.
And
I
it's
think it's
okay.
because we're always working on it.
Yeah.
I think that accepting that you're clueless allows you to add more pieces.
Yeah.
That, oh, I'm a little clueless on this. I
Yeah.
I had a friend reach out about the web page,
Hmm.
and the best was she said, "I'm sure you've got this all under control." And I said, "No,
I
no,
have
no, no. I have
no
no
clue.
clue. Embrace telling people you have no clue.
You know, like, do you know?
Embrace your
Do
clueless."
you know how many times, like, people come up to me and they're like, "How did you do that?" And I'm like, "I, I would love to know. I would love to just like know how I did that. That would be so awesome because then I could maybe do it again or even better. But like, I don't even know how I got there. So what do you want from me? What do you go away? Shoo, shoo. I don't need this, man. Giving me the third degree about how I did what I did, man. How did you breathe?
How did you breathe?
You don't know. You just did it. Like,
and breathe. Well, see, and that's why you should focus on your breathing.
yes.
You should take a moment now.
You gotta
to
center.
breathe in. Now, slowly breathe out. Repeat this as necessary. I often suggest that you giggle too. I think
I was gonna do the pacer test thing, but I couldn't remember how he says it.
meditation
I couldn't
and
remember
laughter.
what he says. But
So like I forget what had us just straight gut rolling
Yeah.
laughing the other day.
Yeah.
We were just in one of those moods.
uh-huh.
And it's that, man, you want to talk about the purest form of meditation. It's when you are uncontrollably laughing. There is no time, there is no space,
Yeah.
there is just laughter.
Yeah.
And it's like fills anyways. So we were discussing this, the meditation of laughter, the joys of, just being, because that's in that moment you're just being.
Right.
There's nothing in the way. There's
Right.
just silly.
Nothing going on. Just chilling. Just being happy.
There's
being
been some
fun.
of that.
Well, the thing is, like, I love when the thought, like, the only thought in my mind is how much fun I'm having right now.
Yeah.
That to me is so, like, that's the dragon I'm chasing. I just want to have fun. Like, to some extent, I want to have fun as much as I possibly can with what I
But I
got.
think you can extrapolate from that.
Mm-hmm.
Be in whatever you're feeling.
Yeah.
Go through it,
Yeah.
and then come out it. Like
Well, the
laughter.
thing is that, like, to some extent, I think I remember, like, I have an easier time dealing with hard things because of the fact that, like, sometimes I just had to sit through it.
Yeah, no, be present.
Sometimes I just had to, like, deal with it, and it wasn't nothing else that I could do. I had to just stop and just, okay, this is what we're feeling right now. All right.
Well, I think maybe that's a lesson from the laughter.
Mhm.
Man, you let it fill you so much that it comes out. It goes. Oh, stop it! If Michael Scott were here, I know. Straight into that one.
Yes, you did.
Oh,
That's
back
funny.
into it or whatever.
That's funny.
That no matter what you're feeling,
Yeah.
it's when you fully embrace, like when you've got that level of laughter or that level of tear or that level of letting go of it, it bursting from you.
I think to some extent, like, have you ever met like a really, really calm old person? And by old person, I mean like 70 or 80.
Hi, Mom.
So, like, part of it
You're
is
not old in my eyes, no matter what Ross says.
like, I had, oh my God, I had, so look, I have a lot of conversations with people that are, like, older than me, and, like, one thing I've noticed is that, like, it seems like the older you get, just the more, like, life is just chill. Almost like I've seen some pretty bitter old people, but at the same time, like, most old people I meet aren't that, like,
is it possible that you're
anxious
meeting
and
old
stuff. I don't
people
know.
around me?
That's possible too, but just in my life
What
in general,
old people do you see beyond
I don't know. Like,
me and
I don't see a whole
the
bunch of
missus
I don't
and
see a whole bunch of
my
people.
mom and
Well, I mean,
maybe you're just not chill because you're 18.
That's possible too. I mean, like, I don't know.
No, I like what you're saying. I'm just messing with you. I'm sorry. I think it's a destination some people try to get to and some people just don't even notice.
Yeah, definitely.
I think there's two ways of taking life sucks. You can put up every wall, or you can just say fuck it, put all the walls down. Sorry, didn't mean to.
You know.
It's let the world change you, or you change the world.
Right.
Being clueless is being able to walk naked out and go, I'm clueless. I don't know. But it is. And that the walking around thinking you have a clue is all of the armor so that you don't have to be hurt anymore.
Well, the funny part about this is that I feel like the action of saying, okay, I'm going to do the show today means a whole lot more than whether or not I have something planned for it or not. Just because of the fact that, like, today's been a kind of like looking back on
other days,
what we're doing right now. Like,
okay, the show.
Yeah.
Talk
like,
to me about it. You know what?
It feels
Ladies
like,
and gentlemen, it's episode 16. We're gonna get an update from our star reporter,
if
RJ, the kid.
No,
so
but
how's the podcast
but
going?
it feels like literally things feel fun, so they're gonna be entertaining. Like, I almost trust it a little bit more just because of the fact that, like, I feel like I'm in a mood to enter. I don't know where my brain is going with this at all.
Okay, so one of the things we not dealt with, God, that sounds projected and very judgmental. I don't mean. Being that you brought it up, that Ross wants everything to be perfect for you guys. I do too, but I'm very accepting of the idea that perfect may be imperfect, if that makes sense. That, so we were talking today about this feeling, this realization, and that some of it was just getting out your own way, letting you be you, going, okay, I get it. And that's kind of for me, it's the whole idea of we're a show about not putting on a show. That's more real. That what I want is to somehow put out a message that it's okay to be who you are.
I guess.
And part of that is by being who I am.
I guess I've had like a real reevaluation in the past couple weeks of what needs to be done versus what I want to happen. I guess. And I feel really good in general about what needs to be done.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I always remember a discussion about sphere of influence versus sphere of concern.
Yeah.
The things we worry about versus the things we can do.
Right.
And the things we worry about are huge. It'll crush you. But if you bring it down to, okay, what can I do? And the rest is just, you can't. Either you fix or you can't. Or
eventually what you can do will expand naturally.
No, you'll always be right here. You'll still always have this sphere of influence. In any given moment, you only really actually have this much you can do.
Well, yeah. I just mean based off of the idea that, okay, I do this thing until I get some money, and then with money I can pay to have other people do things, meaning I can do more things because now other people are doing things for me. And
right now we are looking for people who love us.
Snowball is the idea.
I will warn you all. February. NFPR pledge drive.
Oh gosh.
Hi.
NFPR.
I'm Gyra Lass. Here at NFPR. Oh.
Who's that?
Gyra Lass?
Somebody from NPR?
No, definitely not.
Oh.
I am definitely not saying Ira Glass. I definitely said Gyra Lass, not Ira Glass.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Hi, I'm Gyra Lass. Here at NFPR. Not for profit radio. We're coming to you today thinking about...
What's NPR? Is it non-profit radio?
National Public Radio.
Oh, okay.
It's like the PBS of radio-ness. But it's associated with PBS, actually.
Yeah.
But we're not NPR.
No,
I am not Ira Glass.
No. We just like them.
I'm Gyra Lass, and this is NFPR.
Yeah.
We'd like to come to you today. I know. You've thought about it.
Thought about what?
You've wanted to pick up the phone. You said, I'll make a donation tomorrow.
The funniest part is there's gonna be some person out there that's gonna be like, "Oh, I did have that thought." It's so
Well,
stupid.
yes, it is ridiculous. And I literally am
It's
planning.
funny though.
I'm gonna admit that I'm thinking about looking up old NPR pledge drive once that I can like just read through them as NFPR. I can pull
Yeah.
Ira.
You just
I
like
just censor it, change it a little.
edit it, you
Yeah,
know? Yeah.
because then we can just put up little ones. I'm gonna make them outside of the show,
Okay.
so we can just. Speaking of things being shared,
Speaking
I
of,
have to bring this up because it. I was literally almost in tears before the show. Um, Great tears, not like not bad tears at all. Um, my book got shared internationally today for the first time.
yes.
I know that with the internet and I get it. You know what? All it is a friend who lives in Japan shared it in Japan on his page,
Hmm.
and I don't know, man. Just the concept. Um,
That somebody like around the world knows who you are.
I'm talking. Well, no, I've always known people all over the world, but this
Well,
is
maybe
my
not that,
art.
but
Like that, my art actually got. I don't know. It just, man, it hit me. It was like, oh wow.
it's good to have your own personal milestones because there's definitely things that I would get super excited about that you'd be like, okay, like there it's good to have things that make you happy, like to just stop and take a minute to just look at this and be like, that's awesome, I love that, that is, yes, I'm proud of that, that
It's good to
it's
feel good. I
important,
try not to
it's
be proud.
important.
I try to embrace the joy, though.
Yeah.
I've had a long discussion over the weekend, actually, with a bunch of people in some mindfulness and meditation groups, some Buddhist
Uh-huh.
groups, about that very thing, pride versus joy. That in my head, if pride's why
Mm.
the pond overflowed, joy's how it got cleaned up.
Well, I kind of think of like, when I think of pride, I think there's a difference between pride and arrogance. So I try to stay away from
Yeah.
arrogance and keep pride. Like I try to take pride in the things that I do, but
No, I
like
get you. Yeah, yeah, I get you.
arrogance is where I think of, that's where I think of that
I
line,
used to say
I
confident, not
guess.
cocky.
Yeah,
You know what? Yeah.
yeah. Definitely.
My mom said congratulations. I'm like, I really am blown away. It's also an East Asian country,
It
which
is
like
awesome.
has a special spot for me. The idea that it's somehow over where I just am kind of like, it's I've been to Asia.
Mm-hmm.
B, the source of a lot of this wisdom is like coming the other way from Asia, and I don't
Right,
know. It
right,
just
right,
I'm just
right,
I'm all gooey inside,
right. Yeah,
and that's why it's okay to be clueless sometimes.
yeah. Because sometimes things are gonna happen, they're gonna work out,
That
and it's gonna be cooler.
open to receiving
Yeah.
that things can happen.
Yes.
That you're not really making it all happen.
Right.
Some of it, you're a butterfly and you have an effect. Oh,
Right.
there's a butterfly effect thing.
The butterfly effect.
I will say this. I also wanted to point out that we have kind of embraced the idea that my weird tangential knowledge of movies, that every thought I have is connected to some movie. Um, that in general, what we're going to see every day is, yes, I'll pick a movie poster. Today we have Clueless. That's why we're all in yellow.
Yellow.
Forget forget the name of the actress, but
Uh, is it the
it's
girl?
not Reese Witherspoon.
I was
Is
thinking
it?
Reese Witherspoon, actually. That's what I
Are
was
you sure
thinking.
that's not Reese without her
I
spoon?
don't think that's Reese Witherspoon.
Reese Witherspoon, Reese without her spoon.
I think it's somebody else.
Kevin Bacon, Kevin Cooking. Stop it. What are you looking up? It'd be fine. The point is, we've decided to embrace some of our silly, because I think that's an important piece of what we're doing. I think that the whole idea is understanding where things get separated and how to bring them back together. And part of that is in realizing our similarities.
Mhm.
That I think humans everywhere have far more in common with them each other than any lines drawn on any map would suggest.
Right.
One world, one people.
Mhm.
Make noise,
Beer
be heard.
type deal.
Oh man, I can't wait. I just had this vision of that being chanted at me, but okay. Well, that's got to be the only way we change the world is we realize that we are one world,
Mhm.
one people, and we realize that we have to make noise and we have to be heard.
One love.
Absolutely. Well, but to some extent, you know what? I mean, I was laughing in my head the other day. We need my man Pink to come in and do another Live Aid for the Globe.
Ah, bro. We need
It's
that
just
list.
another
We need
manic
we need
Monday.
that list that you posted to do a
We
to
need
just
that list
do
to
it.
put on
Yeah.
You want the Dead Stars to put on a show for
Yes.
us.
Yes. Yeah. That would
You
be.
want so we
I'd always joke that the Heaven's concerts must be amazing. I'm saying, like, Heaven's concerts got to be pretty nice, you know.
wouldn't it be funny they get up there and their voices are changed and they have no instruments. Oh man, what the hell? When I was Karen Carpenter, I could sing. I can't sing like this.
She sounds like a 30-year-old man now with a nasally voice.
Yeah. What if that's what happens when you go to heaven? See, that's why I'm big on not talking about whatever came before, whatever came after. I don't know. The idea that you could, the idea that when you get to heaven you have a different voice is just as possible.
I mean, the idea that they're.
Maybe
I mean, what?
no. All of that I don't know.
Exactly. Yes.
I am agnostic on before and after.
I guess the only like I always like I have ideas of like fantasy in my mind and stuff like that, but I guess I try not to like hold too much stock in it, but it makes me laugh, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It makes me like the thought makes me
Oh,
feel joy a little bit,
there has to be some silly.
you know?
That I breathe and giggle, breathe and
Right.
giggle, breathe
Right.
and giggle, breathe
Right.
and giggle.
Right.
That it just, if you don't laugh, you're gonna cry. I mean, that's just facts. Straight up, straight up. Because you know what? It's good being clueless. It really is. I have learned more since I realized I didn't know anything than I ever could have in any school.
I made a song about being clueless. Forget
Right?
how it goes, but I made one.
Was it
was
like
nice.
Loveless, but just you changed the words?
No.
I,
It was yeah. It was nice.
it was.
I'll
Can we,
probably like do it at some point. I'll figure it out. I haven't touched it like
where are you
in a
at with your
minute.
music right now?
Where am I at with my music? Um, I don't. So I'm having a hard time getting to it because of the fact that there's some things that I need to do that I haven't done. I've
Right.
been blowing things off, at least the past couple weeks, and it's only been the past couple days that I've been able to actually get somewhat on track more.
Okay, I got you.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and see if I can't squeeze in some type of music every day, then I'm gonna try and like dedicate myself to like catching
Well,
everything up for the week.
we
You
need a
know?
show
Yeah.
where you got to give us a song once a week, man. I want a new song every week, man. That's 7 days. You can put out a song every week. You don't even have to put them up on. You
Yeah,
can decide whether or not you put them up.
I could do that.
You come in here, play with people, and guarantee them a song every week, and you can sing Young and Dumb every week because Young and Dumb's coming.
That's funny.
I think it's the perfect name. You've already got the song for it.
Yeah.
This is going to be a slightly more mature show probably. This show will be on a little bit later.
Yeah.
But that's the idea, that free reigns, and you know what? Within reason. I keep my hand delicately around the necks of the musicians that come in and be like, no, rapey, no, don't do that. It is interesting where rap goes sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, Okay. It's always been
sometimes.
that way. Uh, doesn't matter the music.
I feel like
No,
music can go some weird places,
no.
man.
If it
That's
it
that's a
doesn't matter.
given.
Music is passion.
Hmm.
So
Some
when you
people are gonna be passionate about some things that you're kind of like, okay, buddy.
Taylor Swift has made her career off dating and then breaking up with people because then she gets an album out of it.
Yeah, pretty much.
She's got to get in her feels. She's figured out how to write albums. Like, well, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go.
I'm gonna write a love album,
No, no,
and
no. They're
then
always
I'm gonna write a
They're
break.
anti-love albums. They're always.
Yeah.
Oh, I just broke up albums because that's what
Okay.
people relate to more.
See,
She's
I
got it
would
all
think.
figured out.
I would think
I think I don't
the
listen to
real
Taylor
the
Swift.
real key is to do both. That's the real. That's what Taylor's missing right there.
Well,
You do the love album, and then you do
I
the
think
breakup
I
album,
think she's
and
do. I think we
you
should
take them
probably
on a
not
roller.
judge Taylor's
No,
ability to make money.
Hey, hey,
I
I'm
think
not saying.
Miss Swift is doing rather
I'm
well.
only saying. I'm only saying. I feel like she could make even more money.
But why? What would be the point?
What would be the point?
Yeah. What's
I don't know.
What would you do with it?
I don't know.
If you already have enough money to do anything you want, what would you do with it?
Ooh, good question.
If you just stack it up,
If you already had enough money to do what you want, what would you do with it?
why aren't you sharing that shit? My argument on all things is if I have, I want to share. What's the point of having if I don't share?
I mean, you gotta share somehow. Like, I would just spend. Like, I would spend it. I wouldn't be dumb about it, but like, I like.
You would
I
spend
always.
it.
I always have the idea.
You wouldn't
of,
give any of it away?
No, I would love. I would love the
You're
idea
not
of
gonna help
like.
anybody.
No, 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 no. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get this out.
I'm all about the sharing, and you're like,
I'm always no, no, no.
I know, I'm
I've
teasing.
always wanted to like, if my friend ever came up with an idea and they were like, "Yo, I got this idea," blah 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 blah, blah, right? All right, I'm gonna give you like $10,000. Go do it.
I get what you're
And
saying
just
there.
like I would love to just do that for a living. Like just not even like as an investment type thing. Like just as like here, take this.
Yeah, no, I think there's something to be said
You
for
know?
that. You know, if anybody is sitting here listening, and I believe in sharing everything, but I say no, I understand what Ross is saying, and if anybody has a checkbook
And
and wants to give us 10,000, I like where you're coming
the
from.
real hope is that like I hope that I
You don't-
can
less than
have
10,000 is
friends. I hope that I can have friends that are giving people and also are hardworking people. I want my like people that I'm friends with and people that I interact with to be both like
Givers
generous?
and receivers.
yes. There you go. There you go. That's funny.
Flexible is the word he's looking for.
Oh wow. Oh wow. I just realized what you were saying. You're horrible. You're horrible. It's not what I was saying.
Comment went straight from the
It's
top.
not what I was saying. Michael Scott would not touch this one.
That's what he said. Sorry, people. Me culpa,
Oh
me
my
maxi
God.
culpa.
Man, I had an actual point. Dang it.
I enjoyed your point. Oh man.
No, but seriously, like
No.
I want no. Shut up.
Okay, go on.
I want to be able to. All right, you got an idea. Go work at it, and just go have fun. Live your life. Do what you got to do. Make your money. Don't. I don't want you to come back to me and like pay me back or anything. You don't got to do none of that. Like I want to have so much money that I can just do that for
Well,
people, for other
okay.
people. Like
So the whole concept behind a nonprofit studio
uh-huh.
and replicating it
Mhm.
is that you don't have to have money to give that to people.
Mhm.
That hearing people is in listening to them. And so we're trying to create a world where people can hear each other.
Mhm.
So that even if you know what, you don't have money, but what you've got is a simple setup,
Right.
we are at a time and place where we can talk to the world.
Right.
There is no need for there to be a buffer between us.
Yeah.
There's no reason I can't speak to anyone on this planet other than totalitarian governments.
The only annoying bit is that you gotta like dive into the social media stuff to do that. But you know.
Well, what I've found is it was weird the way it happened. So instead of going, I have to work on social media,
Mm-hmm.
and what does that mean? I decided it means sharing content that I'm interested in
Mm-hmm.
and spending time with people that have similar thoughts. So as opposed to going, okay, I'm going to go over to here where podcasters talk to podcasters or something,
Mm-hmm.
because that's not me. I'm not. If I was the one that's like, no, don't put them up there. I don't want to see it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do what I'm doing, and I don't want to feel like I'm. I know who my influences are. I know my biggest influence is probably Howard Stern,
Mm-hmm.
which is a very open way of communicating.
Mm-hmm.
Totally lost the thought. I was on a roll too.
It's okay. Um, I feel like
That
I.
we're trying to promote a similar way of looking at the world.
It's funny. It's funny that you reached that conclusion because I had to do a bit of research to learn that.
Right. Okay, I got you.
Which was a little bit different. Like one of the things I learned is that most algorithms are fairly like similar, in that if you interact with a lot of people will interact with you. So the more you use this thing, the more people will interact. And there's different ways to like optimize stuff and make sure that you get there the fastest or whatnot. But the gist of it is just interact with people, talk with people, have conversations, like look at other people's content, talk to them about their content. Oh snap, you got some nice stuff going on. I like what you're doing. Um and the more you reach out, the more you're gonna get back. And then it's such a it's it's interesting how they like social media seem to like bring to the internet what human conversation can do.
Mm-hmm.
So the more you go out and the more you talk to people, the more interactions you have with people, the more people you're gonna know. And
In knowing
the
people, you end
more
up knowing people.
exactly
I got you.
type situation. Like it's just interesting to me. Social media is really interesting to me in that it it's another one of those things that just magnifies the human experience. It can make the most like fun process way more fun,
Mm-hmm.
or the most terrifying process way more terrifying. Like
Mm.
to me it's so interesting that it takes it to another level.
No, I agree. The thing that so I've had this feeling lately. So there's this stuff going on with Spotify, which is affecting some of our putting podcasts up because we're debating whether that's a platform we're currently comfortable with or whatever, relative to
Mm-hmm.
a lot of back and forth
Mm-hmm.
um, between some older artists and Spotify and
Mm-hmm.
Joe Rogan. That you're constantly looking at, like, the more you can kind of adjust it,
Mm-hmm.
that you're constantly playing with it
Yeah.
to some extent. I'm I don't know what happened.
You blanking? Are you
I don't know what's
clueless?
happening today. Yes, I'm clueless,
It's
folks.
okay.
This is a couple times
It's
today,
okay.
but where
I'm
it's
a
just
little clueless too. I've been going on rants, and then like halfway through I'll be like, what am I talking about? Where was I going with this?
my apologies, folks.
Um
That we're in such a good place that we're having trouble staying focused because we are
yes.
clueless.
Clueless.
A little
Indeed.
clueless. A little clueless.
Yeah.
Embrace your clueless, though. I don't mean embrace the fact that, you know, early forms of, you know, brain loss are going on in me.
Well,
but
the thing is like the people I see having the toughest time are, or at least when I had the toughest time, I guess,
Mhm.
is when I had some sort of attachment to I should know what's going on.
Right.
So when I
Expectation.
when I was clueless and it was organic and it was just like, okay, you don't really know what's going on. It was kind of like, all right, I'm in a mood to learn. I'm in a mental space that I can just figure things out. Versus being so uptight about the fact that I don't know what's going on is going to stop me from actually learning.
Yeah, get out of your own way.
Just accept it. It is what it is. You don't know right now.
Right.
That's okay.
Well, I think that's powerful, though.
Yeah.
I think confidence is resting in the not knowing.
Yeah. I definitely think that like I had less confidence when I definitely think the two are connected, because
Right.
I had more confidence. When I had more confidence, I didn't really care about whether or not I knew what was going on.
Right.
Things just kind of happened.
sometimes confidence can be, that fake cocky is attached to, I think I have to prove that I know it all.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes confidence is comfortable in the not knowing.
Yeah.
That, hey, no, if I don't know, it's cool. If I, what does the one I
Right.
say? It's always better to ask for help than ask for forgiveness, because people are all about, it's better to,
Mm-hmm.
what is it? It's better
It's better
to
to ask for forgiveness than to ask for
permission,
permission. Yeah.
and which really frustrates me.
Well, look, the
But I love to ask for help instead of forgiveness.
the thing is, I've like looking at people, the most confident people I've ever seen seem to just say what's on their mind. Like the most comfortable people really seem to like just like whatever's on their mind at that moment, they just say it. If they need to, if it needs to be said, they're gonna say it. If it needs to be done, they're gonna do it. And like that is just like it it's inspiring to me to see people actually like seeing people confident about themselves and seeing
Mm-hmm.
people actually like trying to do better is so inspiring to me.
Yeah, empowering.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
definitely.
That I these groups are running around. There's a bunch of people that are, yeah, they're big into compassion.
Yeah.
Nod to Buddha. They're big into compassion. I
Thought
love
you were
that.
gonna say not Diveridian
Nod to Viridian Dynamics.
dynamics, yeah.
We are a proud subsidiary.
Otherwise known as VD.
Oh man, why? You gotta
I
catch
had
that.
to. I had to.
I am moved by the process and trying to share the process, because I think I'm not out there on a ledge alone.
Mm-hmm.
But I think all of us think we're out there on a ledge alone when really we're all standing right next to each other. You're not alone.
Mm-hmm.
So when we admit our high points,
Right.
our low points,
Right.
our in between points,
Right.
our clueless points,
Mm-hmm.
admitting you are clueless is probably, I think, one of the most powerful things we can start your week off with.
I
Oh, don't
definitely.
I sound inspirational?
I definitely think there's um I feel like I can be confident and sad at the same time now.
Hmm.
I feel like I can
Rest in it.
yeah, yeah. Be like, okay, I'm a little sad. That's okay. We're just gonna sit in this and have this thought instead of lying about it and trying to maneuver around it. Just do it. Just
So,
so much of this ends up to me being just do it. Like just do something, I guess.
well, well, no, it's in the sense of, so I think of it as the opposite of do it.
Okay.
I think of it as do it in the sense of rest in it. Don't
Yeah.
just find something else to do. Don't run away from it.
Yeah.
That, so I, from laughter to the lowest depression, whatever, or sadness or whatever, you know, that confidence
Mm-hmm.
is being able to feel okay in those moments, to exist as yourself and be like, oh, I don't know how to deal with this, or I don't know what this is, or admit to,
Mm-hmm.
drumroll, admit to being clueless. Know it in the end.
In the end,
To be fair,
to be fair,
to be fair, clueless is not bad.
not bad at all.
We've all been. We've all been.
We
So that was
fall
a good moving that
down,
around.
we get up.
Oh, there it is.
Do do
It was so
do.
good to talk to everybody today. It makes me happy.
It was fun.
It was. It was.
This was fun.
Like everybody talking to each other.
Yeah, they're gonna hear it. Yeah,
It still hasn't gone yet, though.
I'm actually fine with it.
Mine
Keeping
froze.
this part. Huh?
Said some stupid stuff. Okay, yeah, maybe that. And then I said that other thing.